Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to cut this senator, which is you are seeing on your screen right now. And actually I will be taking it step by step to achieve it. I wouldn't like you to miss any of the steps because it's a gradual process to achieve what you are seeing on your screen right now. So the first thing we need to know is the measurement which I'll be using to draft this senator wear. The length is 36 inches, the shoulder is 17.5, the sleeve length is 25 inches, the chest is 41, the tummy is 39 inches, the round sleeve is 14 inches, while the neck is 17 inches. So I will commence by drafting, marking out the length of this senator wear. So I will fold the fabric. It's already folded into two with the wrong side facing upward. So I'm going to fold it again. That's this into four now, not into two. So I fold it into four. Remember that the chest, I do say that the chest is 41 inches. So 41 divided by 4. 41 divided by 4 is going to give me 10.25. So 10.25, I measure 10.25 and I will add 1 inches. So what I'm looking at is the allowance on this area. So I will send it backward. 10.25. Okay, I have 10.25 here. So the allowance here is not all that much. So I will now measure out the length. The length is 36 inches. 36 inches. I mark 36 here, and I will add 5 inches at the bottom area. The 5 inches will give me 41 inches. So I will connect with my yardstick. Use my yardstick to connect. I will also connect this. So I will cut out this from this 41. And I will not cut this from here. So what I will do next now is that I will measure out the shoulder slope. The shoulder slope is, I will make the shoulder slope 2.5 inches. I get the shoulder slope from here. So having cut this, the next thing I will do is just to give a mark of chalk to identify the wrong side of the fabric, and also open it up and also give a mark. These are the two wrong sides of the fabric. Then I will pull out one of the fabric. And I will just fold it on its own. Then take this out and fold it. Then I will also fold this but this is going to be on top right now. After folding it, I will place it on top of it. So if you should look at here, I gave a space here. This is about 3 inches space. This 3 inches space. I will now cut out the excess fabric from the bottom. This is the bottom, this is the excess fabric, because I pulled the front one. The one, actually, see how the fabric is supposed to be equal, but I have to pull it backward, giving a space of about 3 inches. Then at the bottom of it, the allowance, which is the excess material at the bottom, then I will take it out. So what I will do now is that I'm going to mark the neck of this senator. I'll make this 2.5 on this side and 2.5 on this side. I use a freehand curve to connect it. Use a freehand curve. Then you can see the neck. So what I will do, I will take this to overlap the back to overlap the front. Give a mark of chalk on it, and then I will give a cut. So the overlap will be ½ inches, because the ½ inches is the same, or the sewing allowance. So that's why we will overlap it by ½ inches. So what I will do next is that I will mark the shoulder. The shoulder is 17.5 inches. I mark 17.5 inches. Then I add ½ inches to it. So then I will use my French curve. Now on this area, I'm going to make this 7 inches. The armhole depth, I will make it 7 inches. Then I place my French curve on this area. Then I cut following the chop mark. So the chest is 41 inches. 41 inches will give us 10 divided by 4 will give us 10.25. I mark 10.25, and I will give 1 inch seam allowance. So on this area, on the tummy area is 39. 39 divided by 4 will give us 9.75. I mark 9.75 and also give ½ inch seam allowance. And on this area, the bottom area, I make it 10.5. 10.5. I also add 1 inch allowance. So I'm going to connect this with my yardstick. Connect this to this, and this will go for this. So this will be my side slit. The side slit should be about 9 inches. I'll make it 9 inches side slit. 9 inches side slit. So I will then cut it out. So I'm done cutting the body. of this senator wear. What is left is the sleeve, the back piece or the back yoke, and the design at the front of this senator. So I want you to stay put. These are the important area which you need to stay and watch through the end of this video, because going out now you will miss a lot of things if you should go out. So don't touch the dark. This fabric I will be using to cut the sleeve. We do say that the sleeve length is 25 inches. 25 inches divided by, 25 inches, that's the sleeve length. We are not dividing anything, don't mind me. We are not dividing anything. So 25 inches, I mark 25 inches. Mark 25 inches. But on this case, I will remove 1 inch. Remove 1 inch from it. I subtract 1 inch from the 25, which is now 24 inches. To give me 24 inches. So the reason why I removed 1 inch, you know that the curve, we're going to add the curve. We're going to add the curve to this the sleeve. We're going to add the curve the curve of about 3 inches. As I've removed 1 inch, during the sewing I will still remove another ½ inches at the sleeve area, and at the shoulder area I will remove another ½ inches, which is also the sewing allowances. So which is we are still going to subtract more 2 inches on here. So now after subtracting 2 inches and we add 3 inches, so what we have addition, we will now have addition of 1 inches, and from there we will pick out we trim out about ½ inches, and we will use the other ½ inches, the remaining allowance, to join it at the shoulder. So I'm going to cut it out right now. And I cut here. Pardon me, on this what we have left will be 1.5 inches, because I have already removed ½ inches at the shoulder area, which is the same allowance. So we are not removing any other thing. So what will be left for us will be 1.5 inches. We still trim this on this area while before joining the sleeve to the shoulder. So we now cut this. I'm sorry that it had become part of me. I don't measure this while cutting, so I would have used my French cup to cut it, but this is actually how I do it. So you may be asking me of dimension. Actually you may decide to make here 4 to 5 inches from this point, 4 to 5 inches. Then you use your French curve, your plastic French curve, and place it, and you curve it. So we continue right now. The curve here will be 10 inches. 10 inches, add 1 inches. Add 1 inches to it, and on this area, what here is I will make it 13 inches. Add 1 inch to it. So I will connect this. So I'm done cutting the sleeve of this senator. Done cutting the sleeve. So what I will cut next will be the back piece. The back piece or the back yoke. So I will spread my material this way. Actually you may decide to cut your back yoke in angle form, in V form. You may decide to cut it to be straight. You may decide to give your back yoke any type of design. So it's up to you the type of design you want to give at your back yoke. So it's not a more that it's not that it must be one particular design, or you may decide to give any type of design which you choose to place at your back yoke. So, but on this one I'm going to make it straight. I'm going to make this one straight. I'm going to make the back yoke straight. So what I just did is I picked out the back panel of this senator. So I then place it on the fabric. This is the fabric which you have here. I place it on top of the fabric. Then I will trace it out with the back panel of the senator. So just watch how I do it. So I'm done cutting the back yoke. Then I will give a mark of chalk to identify the wrong side of the fabric, so that I won't make mistake using the wrong side to sew as the right side. So now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be cutting two things at the same time. If you should take a look at the design right now, you see the flower design at the front of this senator. You see the flower design. So that flower design, I'm going to be using this flower design. I'm going to cut that flower design first. I'm going to be using this fabric. I'm going to be using this fabric for it. I'm going to be using this fabric for that flower design you are seeing right now at the front of the senator wear. So I'm going to fold it this way. I want you to just watch this where the work come. So if you miss here, you have missed out everything. If you should miss this step, you have missed it out all. So I'm going to be cutting it. Just watch carefully. The first thing I need to do is just to fold the fabric into two. Although one side of the flower did not project out, which is actually the left hand side. The left hand side did not project out more. So but I want you to watch and see how I do it. So now I will open it. I will open this. Remember, the left hand side did not project, and this our left hand side, this is the right hand side. This is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. So I will place this fabric on top of it. See how I cut it? Place it on top of it. This is the left hand side, this is my left hand side, and this is the right hand side of the senator wear. So I'm going to be measuring here. I'll be dividing this into two. Actually, what I have here is 7 inches. So I will divide it into two. So you can see it. Just make sure that my chalk goes straight. So I will be cutting here out. So this is it. Actually, I'm going to be applying interface at the back of this flower fabric, and after applying interface, then I will fold the edge. So I will take you through on how to prepare this. I will take you through, but we are still on the cutting section. Let's continue with the cutting. So what is left is the fabric, the main design itself. That's what is left. So I want you to watch, pay rough attention to what I'm doing, because if you should miss it here now, you have missed out everything. Everything. So let me adjust this a little bit. So this is actually the fabric. This is the remaining fabric. I will be making use of this fabric for this purpose. I will place it this way. I want you to watch. I'll place it this way. Then I will mark here. Actually, this is the right side of this fabric. I'm marking on top of the right side, but after then I will now give a correct mark of a chalk at the back to identify the wrong side. I want you to watch very carefully. Watch very carefully to what I'm doing. So this is the first point, and if you look at this, if you look at the picture, you find out that this design, the main design, which is this thing I'm constructing out now, is in 4 pieces. So just watch as I draft it out. I'm going to cut this out first. I'm going to cut it out. So I have one of these right now. So I'm going to be using this to cut out the rest. I'm going to use it to cut out the rest. I'm going to be using it to draft out the rest. So how do I do it then? Let me give a mark of chalk at the back so to identify the wrong side. So we'll be taking this out for now. I will still bring it out for you to see how it is after, how it's going to be after it's been sewn. But I take this out. I will now use it to draft out the remaining ones. So I will place this here. We'll place it here. Look at the picture once again. You find out that the second one at the bottom is longer than the first one. So just look at the picture once again. You can see it. You can see the picture. So this is how it's going to be. So I will still trim this a little bit. I will still trim here a little bit. So this is how it's going to be on the fabric. So I will also give mark of chalk at the wrong side of it. Then I will cut the third one. I'm going to cut the third one. This is the third one. The third one, if you look at it, is also longer than the second one. It's longer than the second one. So if you should take a close look at it, find out that the third one is longer than the second one. So, and I'll be cutting out the final one, which is the fourth one. So the fourth one, let me give a mark of chalk also at the back of this. So the fourth one, this is the fourth and the last one. The fourth and the last one. So it's longer than all of them. It's longer than all of them. This is the fourth and the final one. And it's longer than all of them. All of them. All of them. Please guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, look below this video, say subscribe button, hit on that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you will be getting updates whenever I upload a wonderful video like this. So, and don't forget to book that like button so that other people will get to see this video and benefit from the video. So actually this all about the design. Then I'm going to be placing on top of this fabric right now for you to just see a pictorial view of how it's going to be actually after the cutting. After the cutting, this one of it, this one, and the second one, the second one, and this is the third one, this third one, and this is the last, which is the fourth one. The fourth one. So now you can see how the design is, but actually what I will do is that I'm going to reduce them, because the final one, you can see that the final one is a little bit close to the third one. So actually the space I gave for the final one is a little bit smaller, so I will reduce it from here. Reduce this, so that it will be actually arranged. Actually, while reducing, you have to put in consideration that here, from this point to here, has to be the same measurement from here to here and from here to here. But if you should look at this, the third one, the space between the third to the fourth one is not up to 1 inch. But if you look at the second, the space between the second to the third one, you find out that is 1 inch here, and the space between the first to the second is also 1 inch, while that of the third to the fourth is not up to 1 inch. So what I will do is that I'm going to be reducing it, reduce this, so that I will have what I want. So I will start by this reducing of this. I will reduce this. So I have 1 inch right now. Now I will now reduce second one. I have 1 inch here. I will now reduce the final one. I also have, I think I should reduce this more. So I have the same 1 inch here. So this is how it's going to be actually. Please hit that like button so that YouTube algorithm will circulate the video. Thank you very much, and see you on the sewing aspect of it. God bless you.